Hey guys, Brad from RotoHeat. We are now officially a quarter of the way through the season, which is sad and not surprising. The football season always comes and goes pretty quickly. But we wanted to take a time out from doing player breakdowns to talk about some surprises, and especially with these different position groups. There have been a lot of surprises this year. We're going to start with the quarterbacks, and we're going to talk about all the different groups. And it's been interesting to see the way, especially this first video, we're going to talk about quarterbacks. It's been interesting to see the change, kind of the changing of the guard. We want to talk about some good and some bad. And because I don't like to end on a low note, let's talk about the bad first. Potentially in week 5, with the Trubisky and Josh Allen injuries, we could have 11 starting quarterbacks that weren't the week 1 starter for their respective teams. That's intense. Like, that really messes with your roster, especially for you Superflex guys. That really hurts. And it's just kind of the way it's been this year. And even the quarterbacks that are playing, I mean, like Matthew Stafford's playing with a bum hip, and there's some other guys that are playing pretty dinged up. But fortunately, that's par for the course in the NFL. So on to the good. The young quarterbacks have been not spectacular, but really solid. Daniel Jones. He's come in and started 2 games since they've switched over, and the Giants have won 2 games since then. He's got almost 70% completion percentage, a 95.9 QBR rating, and that's just in 2 games. He's got 2 rushing touchdowns. He's got plenty of positives to go with being a rookie, and it's really surprising. On the other note, a rookie who wasn't so highly regarded and highly drafted, but probably at this point is the best rookie quarterback in the class, is Gardner Minshew. Anybody who's a fan of RotoHeat knows I'm a big Minshew fan. I liked him in his season in college, and I like his story. Kid's worked hard, he's bounced around, but he finally went to a Mike Leach offense and just lit up the college football season last year. So, and the funny thing right now is he's outpointing some of the game's best fantasy producers in like Aaron Rodgers and things like that. So through 4 weeks, he's got 7 touchdowns, 1 interception, 69.4% completion percentage. And the dude is super accurate. He commands the offense well, and we saw it against Denver this last week. That final drive that set up the go-ahead score to win it, he was hurt, and he was playing hurt, and he was giving everything he got. He doesn't have the most arm strength. He's kind of a poor man's Baker Mayfield, if you want to say that. But he's exciting, and he's good for Jacksonville, and they may have found their franchise QB. And last but not least on the good is a surprising good, but Jameis Winston. So the first 2, it's almost like a tale of two times. So the first 2 weeks of the season, the dude was miserable. I mean, he just wasn't on time with his receivers. He didn't look like he had command of the offense. It was bad. These last 2 weeks, he's got 7 touchdowns and 2 interceptions. Overall this year, he's got 9 touchdowns, 5 picks, 1,167 yards. He's got a 95.8 QBR rating, and he's looking like he's moving in the right direction. He's beating teams like Los Angeles. And this guy seems to be the limit for him. I've never been the hugest fan, but he's definitely a guy that could prove me wrong. He's young, he's got a ton of talent, and if he can just get his head on straight, things will go well for him. So thank you guys for hanging out and talking some good and bad surprises for the first 4 weeks of the season. I'll see you with the next video.
Don't forget, make sure you hit the subscribe button and notification bell so you don't miss any more fantasy football content from the RotoHeat.com team. Also, right there, playlist. Hit it. Watch the videos. Do it. You want to. Do it.